Hi, my name is Vio. In simple things such as food, we can find happiness and satisfaction. It's the one thing in life that we can't live without. From food, it also brings togetherness with others through being seated at a table, enjoying foods and having conversations. Food gives a sense of attachment because of its delicious taste that leaves such an impression. Through food, memories are created. When traveling to a certain place, you must have tried their local delicacy and how it leaves an impression that makes you remember the place. To name a few, rendang, gudeg, papeda, each of them represent their regional cuisine. Indonesia is built from different cultural traditions that creates a diverse selection of cuisine from Sabang to Merauke, made with unique ingredients that are distinguished from each other. From food, we are introduced to other cultures. We also embark in a cultural exchange and therefore, it gives a sense of unity. Then, how can food bring the values of unity? Before we get into it, we ought to know a little fun fact about the role of culinary in diplomacy and the relation of the third sila of Pancasila and Indonesia cuisine. Let's hop into the ride. Do you know about gastro diplomacy? It is also known as culinary diplomacy. It's a form of cultural diplomacy that is a subset of public diplomacy. Gastro diplomacy plays an important role in international relations, particularly in public and cultural diplomacy. Its primary assumption is that the stomach is the simplest method to win hearts and minds. Pancasila, specifically the third value, plays a prominent role, especially in this case, in understanding the importance of unity despite cultural differences. Foods bring joy and also sustain and introduce different cultures and specialties to others. Local cuisine is one of the indicators of a state's local identity. In Indonesia, its existence and evolutions can be an indicator for Indonesians in understanding Pancasila's third values, such as the unity in multiculturality and comprehending Indonesia's culture identity wrapped in its culinary. You may wonder, what could be the relationship between the gastro diplomacy and the third sila, which was the unity of Indonesia? As explained earlier, food is one of the many ways to unify Indonesia citizens as one. Not only Indonesians, foreigners may also experience the warmth passed down from generation to generation via Indonesia's cuisine culture through the varieties of food over. Then, what are culinary impacts to Indonesia's unity? Let's see. Three of the most famous cuisines in Indonesia are liwetan, rendang or nasi padang, indomie, and nasi goreng. We can see that they have a variety of foods and condiments within one plate, right? It seems like they can unite different kinds of food, ingredients into one unity that tastes very delicious. Unexpectedly, these kinds of cuisines can also bring togetherness and unity in Indonesian traditions, no matter what their differences such as ethnicity, culture, and language. First, let's talk about liwetan. There are a lot of side dishes in one plate, and uniquely, it was served with a banana leaf and supposed to be eaten by hands. In fact, this tradition is already well embedded in Indonesia's people and has their own philosophy that can unite their people, which is there is no differences in eating. We eat on the same plate, we eat together. Fried rice and indomie, as everyday Indonesian foods, may give the country a new identity in the eyes of the world. Fried rice is a carbohydrate-rich dish that may be eaten on a daily basis. Indomie has done the same with its quick noodles, giving Indonesia a chance to expand public knowledge about the nation. Lastly, we have rendang. You guys are familiar with it, aren't you? Obviously, rendang is already well known in Indonesia. Based on CNN Travel's World's Best 50 Foods, rendang has been declared as the world's best food. Who wouldn't devour this delectable cuisine from Sumatra, consisting of flavorful meat chunks and herbs that have been absorbed into the meat? Rendang is not only delightful to eat, but it's also one of the nation's comfort meal with many memories to tell. since it is one of the icons of Ramadan cuisine and other major festivals. As this is the month of Ramadan, it has been a tradition that people, especially Muslim, usually prepare special cuisine to celebrate this holy month. Opor, ketupat, and cookies is already common food that we will definitely find in this entire month. These are the foods that make all relatives miss their home and their mother or grandmother touch. Other than that, in other religion perspective, the Muslim neighbor often share their cook to others from different religion. Ramadan left a special memory for them because it indicates the love and togetherness among our neighbors despite our differences. As Indonesia, to show love and respect to others can be done simply through food, reflecting on the Pancasila third sila, Indonesian unity. Food embraces the diversity of our culture, ethics, and beliefs in the society. It indeed encourages togetherness and love from food since it doesn't have any barriers that stop you from enjoying your favorite cuisine.